Hey guys, what's going on? We're back with a brand new video, and today I'm going to be telling you guys what are the best loadouts inside of Energy Assault. Let's get right into it. So guys, this video is purely based on my opinion and the stats of the guns and what type of player you are. This all depends, but I have kind of a general setup for most players. And I'm going to be going over 4 setups here that I think are the best setups in the game. So the first setup I have here is the G36C and the M1 1911. Now, in my personal opinion, secondaries are usually a personal choice because all the secondaries in this game are almost equally as good. But I prefer the M1911 because it has a decent balance of damage and fire rate. So. And 2 shots to the head, this thing kills, and then about 4 shots to the body, your enemy's done. So I think this overall is a great weapon here. The M1911 for pretty much all your secondaries and all your loadouts. But the reason I picked the G36C is it has amazing damage for an amazing fire rate. So the fire rate is 750, right? So what this means is it fires 750 rounds per minute, bullets per minute. So if I pull up my calculator here, and I do 750, which is per minute, divided by 60, which would give me the exact amount of bullets per second you fire with the G36, that's 12.5. So technically, if it takes 5 shots to kill an enemy, you could kill 2 enemies within 1 second with this gun, and that's absolutely insane. 12 shots a second, and at that damage, that is a pretty decent gun. And this gun also I picked because if you don't have as many credits, you're a little newer to the game, this would be a perfect option because it's very cheap. I can't remember exactly how much I paid for it, but I know it was less than 10,000 credits. That's actually pretty good for a decent weapon. I mean, I use this weapon, look at 4,000 kills with it, 4,200. So you guys know I love this weapon. And for the things here, for the attachments, the pistol attachments are personally, I think they're your preference. But I always recommend equipping a laser to help your hip fire spread. And I always recommend not using suppressors unless you really wanted to get off that mini-map. But I don't recommend suppressors because really, they just take down your damage, and I mean, I really just like getting kills. I don't care about being quiet, so yeah. So I recommend sight is a personal choice for you guys. I prefer the ACOG on the G36, but you guys can pick whatever you want for optics, and I recommend laser for every weapon. And I noticed I forgot to talk about my my pistol attachment, so I just have the micro T1 sight on there. You can do iron sights or whatever. I just like this better because it gives me better accuracy, and I always recommend laser. Don't mess around with torches or suppressors. Torches, because they pretty much reveal where you are even if you're around the corner. But I just want to explain my pistol attachment choices, but pistol preferences are pretty much yours. Alright, and another reason I chose the G36 because, sorry, it has virtually no recoil. If you look at this and I'm not controlling it, that is like a relatively no recoil for a gun of the G36's strength. So this is me controlling the recoil. I'm pulling down less than a millimeter on my mouse, and it's extremely easy to control. So you can pretty much snipe with this thing if you wanted to. Watch, I can probably just hit this, the side of this box here. You can easily hit this tree. It'll easily destroy enemies from long ranges and short ranges, and pretty much any range. So that's another reason why I enjoy the G36. Alright, on to the next setup. This next setup is... Oh, the round's ending. The next setup is actually for... My next setup here is actually basically the same setup, but it's for if you have more credits, or you just, yeah, if you have more credits, pretty much, you can buy the Tavor. And the reason I choose the Tavor is the Tavor is pretty much, I mean, if you already have the G36, save up for the Tavor if that's your playstyle. because the Tavor has a fire rate of 900 and nearly the same damage as G36, which is just 20. So fire rate of 900 rounds per minute and 20 for the damage. That's 5 shots kill to the body. And what I've noticed is I think headshots are double that, so pretty much 3-shot headshot, and that's with the high fire rate, so you're gonna kill people instantly with this thing. So if we go into my calculator again, I'll just do 900 divided by 60. That gives me 15 bullets. 15. That means you could kill 3 people within 1 second if you really could, if there was 3 people lined up there. And even more if you got all headshots. So this is absolutely an insane weapon. As you can see, I have 6,600 kills with it as my main weapon. And I just use the M1 911 with it. So yeah. Also, the downside of the Tavor is it does have a bit more recoil than the G36, but it's nothing uncontrollable. Hold on, I actually turned off the audio so you can't hear it. There we go. So it actually has virtually much less recoil. It does climb, but if you control it, it's a very easy long-range kill if you can handle decent, even simple recoil. If you can handle simple recoil, it's pretty simple. Like, let me get this little post right there. You can see I pretty much hit all my shots. Look at all those. And you can see how fast the mag goes out, so make sure to, after every kill, if there's no enemies around, make sure to reload, because this mag goes out fast. Let's probably count. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, pretty much 4 seconds, and your magazine is out. So that's why you should definitely reload with the Tavor, but it's the best weapon in the game, in my personal opinion. And that's why you should buy it. Obviously, if you don't have the credits, buy the G36C. It's pretty much just as good, just slower fire rate, but still really good. And of course, I'll just show off my M1911 here, M1911, whatever you want to call it. I'll just show it off a bit. It's nice. Pretty much no recoil. I didn't show it off much in the last loadout, but got my laser so you can easy hip fire shots. And good old sight. That's what the sight looks like. And yeah. Alright guys, so now we're going to go into my shotgun personal loadout. So what I use when I want to use shotguns, which is not a lot, I use the AA-12, which I actually have 693 kills with, which is, I didn't even realize that. So let me try equipping sights. So sights on the AA-12 and suppressors are, well, sights are fine, but suppressors are not recommended, because most of the time you're going to be hip firing this thing anyway. But laser is what you need on the AA-12, okay? Because before the laser is on here, the spread is much larger. But like this, you can get long range kills, like, well, longer than you normally would. So that's actually really cool. Hopefully I don't die in this water, but you can actually get longer range kills when you have the laser on, because its hip fire is so much better. And it's actually, let's get a spread take right here and right here. So it's pretty much the same whether you're aimed down sights or not. So I kind of just recommend hip firing with this weapon. But I mean, if they're really long range, you just want to pull out your pistol, because this thing's not going to do much at long range. But if you are a fast-paced shotgun player, then this is pretty much the perfect setup for you with the AA-12. Now, if you don't have enough credits to get the AA-12, it is one of the most expensive guns in the game. You're going to want to actually use... You're going to want to use the... in my personal opinion, I enjoy the sawed-off, but if you don't have enough credits, it's pretty good. So I'm going to equip the red dot, because I don't have it, the ACOG. But sawed-off is also pretty good. There's no laser for it, which is unfortunate. So the spread's not going to be good. But if you're a shotgunner, then this is a really good weapon. Just keep the secondary. Secondary is really your choice, though. And this is not going to get pretty much any long-range kills. But, you know, it thrives at short range. So if someone's right around the corner, bang, bang, hill, bang. You can probably get 2 in one shot. Of course, I fall in the water. But if you don't have enough money for the AA-12, then get the sawed off, as it is very good. Alright, for my sniper one. Now, my sniper one's a little bit different, because, I've changed the secondary out on the sniper. So, the reason I've changed the secondary out, first of all, let's talk about the actual big sniper part. This is the M82. It's the most expensive gun in the game. I forget how much it is. Very expensive. If you don't have the M82, just replace whatever I'm saying with the intervention, because this is pretty much an intervention with a faster fire rate. So, just use intervention if you don't have the M82, but Dragunov, honestly, the sniper itself is your personal preference, whether you like a faster fire rate or more damage. I personally enjoy more damage, but the M82 gives a nice balance of damage and fire rate between the intervention and the Dragunov. And I would always recommend a laser, and that's pretty much all you need on this, a laser. So, the pistol. The reason I chose the Tech 9 as the pistol is its extremely fast fire rate. Look at this. So if you really wanted to, you could destroy with this thing due to its fast fire rate. It's much faster than the M1911. Somehow I fell in the water. Oof. It's much faster than the M1911. And the reason I picked this is if you're sniping back here and all of a sudden an enemy comes up somehow and decides to flank you and you get shot at them once, you're not going to be wanting to pull out the deagle from short range and like having a tiny fire rate to even get some shots on. You're going to want to have a nice fast fire rate that can kill them quickly, and that's what the Tech 9 can do. Tech 9 thrives at close to medium range, in my opinion. So this is pretty much your last line of defense, because you're probably not killing many people that are flanking you or like 5 studs away from you with a sniper. You're just gonna miss, low fire rate. You're gonna want to get that pistol out and just bang, 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 you know? So that's why I prefer the Tech 9 with my sniping. That's with my snipers, but really it's pretty much up to you. But the Tech 9 is my personal favorite for when I'm using a sniper. Anyways, guys, that is going to be it for this video. If you guys did enjoy or learn something about loadouts you should use, make sure to like and subscribe. It does help me out. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bye.